Cardi B is the empowered female icon defining the current moment in pop culture.
We talking about a girl that came from the bottom floor who is an absolute superstar.
Music has always been Cardi's passion, and she fought her way to success against overwhelming odds on her own terms, overcoming poverty and serious childhood health issues.
She was in and out of the hospital, sometimes for weeks at a time.
Throughout her life, Cardi did whatever it took to keep moving towards her ultimate goal, stardom.
I used to cry after work. I can only imagine how embarrassed my parents will be.
Instagram proved to be the turning point on Cardi's road to fame, leading to a once-in-a-lifetime chance to turn reality TV on its head and put her on the world stage.
But a lot of people keep telling me that Cardi better not change, you better not act Hollywood. And it's like, let me tell you something. I'm never gonna change. I'm always be a hoe.
Love and hip-hop gave Cardi the boost she needed to launch her career as a rapper, and she was soon playing to huge crowds worldwide.
We're having a good time!
On the road to stardom, Cardi discovered that fame had its price.
I have people harassing me, stalking me.
And that love wasn't always what it seemed.
He was caught cheating. It was an embarrassing thing for her.
But no matter what curveballs life has thrown at her, Cardi has remained unapologetically and authentically herself.
I work so hard, and I finally am where I want to be.
Exclusive interviews from Cardi's inner circle reveal unique insights about this one-of-a-kind icon. This is True Hollywood Story, Cardi B.
This is not easy. Like, my career was not given to me.
In February of 2019, Cardi B was nominated for 5 Grammys, including Best Rap Album.
And the Grammy goes to Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B!
At just 27 years old, Cardi B had finally arrived at the place she'd always wanted to be, center stage.
Oh my God, babe, I can't breathe.
This extraordinary tale of determination and passion began in Manhattan on October 11, 1992, when Belcalis Marlenes Almanzar, later known as Cardi B, entered the world. The daughter of a Dominican cab driver and a Trinidadian cashier who were struggling to make ends meet.
I was raised in the hood. I grew up being poor.
With the birth of Cardi's sister Hennessy 3 years later, the family was hit with a series of obstacles, not the least of which was discovering their firstborn daughter had a life-threatening illness.
Cardi B has had really bad asthma, basically her whole life. When she was a kid, she was in and out of the hospital. Her mother used to worry that Cardi would catch an asthma attack in her sleep and die.
Cardi showed her tenacity even then, clinging to life in spite of the challenges asthma imposed.
When you struggle with health issues or adversity in some kind of way as a child and you are able to move past that, it gives you more confidence. It lets you know you are a fighter.
For Cardi, medical issues proved to be just one stumbling block in a childhood filled with daily challenges.
I moved to the Bronx from Washington Heights. Like, when I was in 6th grade, a lot of girls, if they wanted to fight me, and I felt like I kept fighting every single day.
She had it rough. I knew that she was, young girl from the ghetto. You have to grow up a little bit faster. Your skin has to be thicker.
She used to love the TV show That's So Raven, and so she used to dress like the main character.
Where I'm from, the hood, people are not so open-minded. People used to make fun of me. Everybody else is wearing Pepe jeans, leather jackets, Jordans. And I was wearing pink tights with pink skirts, colorful jackets with fur on the sleeves. It was always hard.
She has some kind of survival mechanism, some ability to instinctually fight for herself and her well-being, and some sense of self-esteem that is really admirable.
Cardi found some relief from the discouraging realities of her life, participating in high school musicals and talent shows.
Cardi went to the Renaissance High School for Musical Theater and Technology in the Bronx. She was really kind of known for her performances that really stood out. She's got incredible charisma and style. You know, it's sort of the beginnings of Cardi B, the performer.
I always been into music. I went to a school for music and everything. After I finished high school, all them dreams went to the garbage. I'm not trying to do music because that was not paying my bills. That's not cutting it.
Cardi spent a few months in community college while working at a local market to help pay the bills, which left no time for her music.
Work and classes were during the day, and she often didn't have enough money to both take the train and eat, so she had to go hours and hours without eating.
I was poor as hell. I was living with my ex-boyfriend that was beating my ass. I had to drop out of school.
18-year-old Cardi eventually found the courage to leave her abusive boyfriend. And when she got fired from her job for giving one too many discounts, her former boss suggested she try stripping.
He was just like, you have a nice body. I'm telling you, you should work across the street. They make so much money.
The decision to become a stripper turned out to be a mixed blessing.
I used to cry after work. I could only imagine how embarrassed my parents would be. I'm so ashamed of myself, but then it's just like, I made $500 today.
Cardi's parents did not know that she was working at a strip club. She made up this whole story about how she was babysitting for a rich white family.
But Cardi wasn't able to keep the secret for long. And when her mom eventually did find out, the news did not go over well.
She's like, oh, you stripping, right? And I was like, yep. She just pushed me.
While Cardi's parents strongly opposed her stripping, the aspiring rapper knew it was a means to an end.
I was here in the strip clubs. I've seen her pick up dollars. And to watch her transcend that is incredible.
Coming up, risky decisions.
I heard that some women died of it, but it's like, what are the odds?
And later, Cardi's big break.
Her personality just exploded on screen. We just knew she was gonna be a star.
In 2011, at age 19, Cardi B made the decision that would set her on the road to global superstardom, stripping at the club New York Dolls. The gig not only gave her financial freedom, it helped the rising star polish her performing skills.
She could dance, she could work the pole. It's not like she was just up there twerking or something like that. Like, she actually had skills.
But Cardi quickly discovered that skill alone wasn't enough to make the big bucks.
I used to feel like, why is this girl making more money than me just because her ass is bigger? And it kind of made me feel like I was never really good enough.
So Cardi decided to take a huge risk, investing $800 in an off-market butt enhancement surgery to boost her stripping income.
I was desperate to have a bigger ass. When half of the strippers have illegal ass shots, it's just like, yeah, I heard that some women died of it, but what are the odds it's gonna be me?
With her bodacious new bod, Cardi took to Instagram to share her new look and uncensored observations.
Big chopper.
She realized the potential of the platform to increase her social media street cred and started to build her brand.
Her videos with her perspective, it was her speaking in her vernacular, you know, just being her.
This killer combo set the wheels in motion for Cardi to become a star, as her raw videos found an enthusiastic and fast-growing audience.
I started doing my videos on Instagram. I had about 95,000 followers. I was 21 years old and I was just doing videos talking about everything, talking about shit that I talk with my friends.
She was taking off quite quickly. She was a comedian of sorts, right? On Instagram, candid, and she would talk about the wildest things.
By 2015, Cardi was just shy of 1 million Instagram followers and continued raking in big bucks from stripping.
My goal was, by the time I'm 25, I'm gonna have $100,000 in my bank account and I'm gonna buy a house, flip it, and that's gonna get me out the strip club.
She actually beats the goal by 2 years and quits stripping when she's 23.
Done with dancing, Cardi concentrated on expanding her social media reach.
These bitches be like, this bitch can't spell, this bitch can't talk English properly, but guess what? You could spell and you could talk English properly and I'm still doing better than you, little bitch.
Cardi's unfiltered Instagram videos racked up thousands of views and reached some very influential followers.
You know who got me a lot of followers? Because they reposted my videos like 3 times, Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda was huge. who's a rapper for Brooklyn, Schmurda, shares her videos a couple times. Cardi has always credited that with really getting stuff popping for her.
Thanks to the boost from Bobby, Cardi's videos went viral, attracting a growing legion of celebrity fans.
She would speak in a way that made sense to me. I just found her very funny and amusing, and I guess it was because it reminded me of the girls I grew up with.
Everybody like, oh my God, she's so ghetto, she's so ratchet. Well, bitch, I am from the ghetto.
I think that's what people love about her. She doesn't hold back any punches. And she's so honest about everything about her life that, you connect with her because you feel like, wow, it's okay.
Cardi's sassy style and wicked tongue grew her Instagram following to more than 8 million by the end of 2015. It also put her on the radar of casting directors and producers looking to add new talent to season 6 of VH1's Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop is, a reality show that's centered around people in the hip hop industry and their love lives.
Cardi B came onto our radar via social media. When we saw her on tape, she was just fantastic. Her personality just exploded on screen, and she had all of these Cardi-isms that made her so unique that we just knew she was gonna be a star.
It was an opportunity that seemed tailor-made to further Cardi's hip-hop aspirations.
A lot of people keep telling me, Cardi, you better not change, you better not act Hollywood. And it's like, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna change. I'm always be a hoe.
Cardi joined the season 6 cast of Love and Hip Hop in early 2015, but not before making sure her contract contained certain things she wanted, like a solid out after her first season.
She was adamant about what she wanted to get out of the show, and that was something that I found impressive and admirable. She really wasn't interested in being a reality TV star for the sake of it. This was a pathway to getting her music out there, and she saw this as a platform that could help her with that.
Cardi's hotly anticipated debut on Love and Hip Hop hit the airwaves in December 2015 and did not disappoint.
Whatever the hell you think I'm doing, just know I'm chasing that shmoney. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Cardi reveled in the show's rivalries and beefs, clapping back at fellow castmates with her unique style and viral catchphrases.
Girl have beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever.
The catchphrase became so popular, Cardi included a song called Forever on her first mixtape that dropped in March 2016.
It's a great song, and it's funny, a lot of those early songs use moments from Love and Hip Hop or moments from her videos.
She was really determined to make it in the music industry, and most of her scenes were always filmed in the studio. Even if there was drama, it was in the studio, so you knew that she was working on something.
Cardi was building a brand based on her loud and proud persona, but even Love and Hip Hop producers were unprepared for the now infamous shoe incident between Cardi and castmate Asia on the show's season 6 reunion special that sparked a viral frenzy.
Asia was in a relationship with a producer who was working with Cardi. Music is intimate, so I think when you work closely with a producer, there could be some feelings.
Those feelings included Cardi demanding to know why Asia didn't like her.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
what was the reason?
She starts unstrapping her shoes and sits there. I'm like, something's gonna happen soon.
After Asia shut Cardi down, her Bronx Street instincts came out in full force.
Nah, that's what happens when you talk.
It came a little bit out of left field because I remember she was dressed to the nines. But to Cardi's credit, by the end of that show, they did make up.
Cardi's infallible instinct for creating drama turned out to be ratings gold for the show, and the reunion special fight with Asia became the stuff of TV legends.
I think that was probably the biggest fight that stuck with a lot of people, especially people who didn't know her. They were like, who is this girl?
But Cardi had even bigger aspirations.
Cardi came in very clear about the fact that this was a means to her music career. She really wanted to use this as a jumping off point. Her story was yet to be told and yet to be written.
Coming up, early missteps.
She starts performing it, and then she blanks.
And later.
Offset gets on stage, kneels down, gives her a giant ring.
By 2016, Cardi B was a bona fide reality star on VH1's Love and Hip Hop, winning legions of fans and amassing millions of Instagram followers. But she was still far from the mainstream music fame she wanted. So Cardi set to work to make those dreams a reality, signing on for another season of Love and Hip Hop to help promote her first mixtape.
Hey yo, what's poppin'? It's your girl Cardi B, and I'm back at it again with the back at it again. But I'm back a little different, you know what I'm saying?
She was originally contracted for just one season, and to her credit, she came back and said, I know what I wanted out of this, and I don't know that I fulfilled that, so I'm gonna come back for another season.
Even with the publicity boost from Love and Hip Hop, Cardi had to hustle to get airtime for her self-released mixtape, recorded in 2015 and released in March 2016.
I used to be on calls with DJs. I did my own tour for my first mixtape. I invested a lot of money on music. Sometimes I used to cry, I used to be like, this is just, it's never gonna happen.
In classic Cardi style, she kept pushing, and the mixtape eventually found its audience. With her newfound success, Cardi moved out of the projects into an affluent area of New Jersey, and she was committed to making sure that her family shared in her success.
How can I feel satisfaction living in the best area in Jersey when my family's not? I cannot sleep peacefully knowing that my mom is in the hood, knowing that my dad is still cab driving.
She feels guilty for having a little bit of a better lifestyle than the rest of her family.
Cardi also used her business savvy to negotiate a spot for sister Hennessy to join her on Love and Hip Hop Season 7.
My sister's popping right now,
It's a nice feeling, right?
oh my God.
It's like a vibrator in your blood.
The sister act led to big things for both Cardi and Hennessy. Hennessy nabbed a dream job modeling, and Cardi landed a career-boosting deal with top digital hip-hop promoter Danny Cotton from WorldStar.
Right when Love and Hip Hop was wrapping up, DJ Sub was managing her. He pulled me to the side and was like, yo, Cardi, she really wants to rap. And we were kind of hesitant because we hear that a lot at WorldStar. And we were actually pleasantly surprised with what we heard.
We don't really know if it's really the real deal. When it comes to reality shows, people don't always take the music seriously.
DJs, they used to shit on me. She a stripper, she's an Instagram personality, she ain't never gonna go nowhere.
The success of Cardi's mixtape convinced WorldStar to finance and release a music video for Forever.
We put it up and it did a couple 100,000 views organically in the regular box, which is quite rare.
But when Cardi hit the stage for her first live performance in 2016, things got off to a rocky start.
She starts performing it and everything's going great, and then she blanks. Doesn't remember the words, the track's going on, but she plays it as cool as a penguin, right? She just grabs some girls up, starts twerking. Some say a top may have came down, others might disagree. She just kept rolling like a true entertainer, right? She didn't skip a beat. Another sign of the greatness to come.
Cardi parlayed her stage debut into a second mixtape, this time released by KSR, run by fast-talking fledgling hip-hop producer Clenard Schaff Raphael, who also took over managing Cardi's career.
The mixtape is out today. It's called Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 2. And even if you're not a gangster, I want a girl from the Valley in California to feel like a girl from the Bronx.
She makes anthems for women. She's kind of that voice for the woman who's like, I want to get mine.
There was a seamless cohesiveness to who she was to the fans, who she was in her day-to-day life, and what her music spoke to about who she was. And all of those things came together to really break through, cut through, and really explode on the music scene.
With a second mixtape making waves in the music industry, Atlantic Records came calling in 2017. Backed by a major label, Cardi was finally poised for the kind of fame she had dreamed about and fought for since her days struggling in the hood.
I can't believe it. When I come down, I'm going to talk to y'all more about it, but I can't. I'm too excited. My adrenaline is rushing and shit.
Cardi's career was on fire, but it wasn't until the party for her first professional release, Forever, in 2017 that her romantic life also took flight. That night, Cardi met the man who would play a big role in her personal life, fellow rapper Offset.
Offset is a member of the group Migos. They rose to fame maybe around 2012, 2013 with the song Versace. The song was huge.
Yeah, we know how to make them hits, man. We know how to put that together.
Cardi and Offset's first public date, they go to the Super Bowl. And, they're seen there, obviously. Cardi kind of, stunts a little bit. She puts Offset on Instagram, but she says, oh, this is my friend.
At first, it was just really hard because I was not trying to open my heart. Like, I was so scared. I've been having a closed heart for a long time. We just fell in love. We really fell in love.
While Cardi was falling in love, she was also working on a song that would become her anthem, her ticket to that superstar level she had dreamed about and worked towards her entire life. In July 2017, Cardi released her first mega hit, Bodak Yellow, which paired her with director and frequent collaborator, Picture Perfect.
She initially wanted to shoot it in the Bronx. And when I heard the record, it had a whole different feel. It felt bigger than what she'd done before.
The director encouraged Cardi to dream big, and she enthusiastically rose to the challenge.
In the video, I'm throwing a lot of money, and I did the video in Dubai. Ooh. So what talks money more than Dubai?
When we thought about it, it just clicked, and it's like, yo, that's a great idea. I think it was like a self-empowerment feel. I've succeeded, I'm here now. That was the vibe. And when I listen to the lyrics, I definitely feel like she's a strong woman. It just feels like she's in control.
The video for Bodak Yellow helped break streaming records with 40.8 million hits. But one scene proved to be unexpectedly dangerous.
The idea of the cheetah was danger. It was a very risky thing, and she wanted to do it.
I get paid to speak.
Where she's holding it on a leash, it kind of lunges at her.
I know they got me. Okay, no. Come hold him.
Everyone comes running over.
We were able to talk her into continuing the scene. So she did that scene, and then she went back in on the cheetah and did another scene. Cardi B is like fearless.
When we watched the playback, man, it was just lit.
It was everywhere. The song was unstoppable.
And I had no idea how big it was going to be, but when you listen to it, you know.
Bodak Yellow was the fastest chart topper from an unknown artist in the history of music. It also was the longest-running #1 hit by a solo female rapper of all time. And in September of 2017, Cardi's over-the-top video helped catapult Bodak Yellow to #1 on Billboard's Top 100 chart.
I'm feeling really good, very emotional. All my family, all my friends are here.
Cardi B was on a legitimate roll. From stripper to Insta-famous to reality star, she was now a respected musical force with an invitation to perform on the VMAs. But the best and worst was yet to come. Coming up, shocking betrayals.
Shaft's argument is essentially, I made you.
Opportunity knocks.
You want to collaborate with me?
And later, movie magic.
When she dropped in, it was like, oh, now she's making it her own. Come on, bitch.
With Bodak Yellow dominating pop culture, Cardi B became the first female rapper in 2 decades to hit #1 on the Billboard charts. The track remains there for 3 weeks, making it the longest-running #1 single by a solo female rapper in history. Rolling Stone magazine subsequently dubbed 2017 the year of Cardi B. But it wasn't only a record-breaking year for Cardi musically. In October 2017, after only 8 months of publicly dating Offset, she got an offer she couldn't refuse.
Offset proposes to Cardi at a concert, gets on stage, kneels down, gives her a giant ring.
I'm so lost for words. I feel so emotional. Like, I feel like I want to... No, I did the whole crying in the back and everything.
For the girl who grew up with nothing, Cardi suddenly seemed to have it all. A man she loved and a chart-topping hit. But with the success of Bodak Yellow, pressure mounted on Cardi to prove she was more than just a one-hit wonder.
Cardi was definitely sweating releasing a follow-up to Bodak Yellow.
Cardi's entry into hip-hop's elite top tier of success as a woman was impressive enough, but staying there would take more than one hit. It would take the kind of determination and grit Cardi had acquired growing up poor and fighting for her dreams.
I just felt like I was in a lot of pressure. Female rappers, they are always in mad pressure. And male artists, they'll go 2 years without putting a song out. I didn't put out songs for 9 months, and it's like, oh, she's irrelevant, she's over, she's a flop. And I'm like, yo, that type of shit started to get to me, like crushing me. But I'm not gonna let that shit get to me to the point that I'm gonna put out a song that I'm not really in love with just cuz.
Cardi pushed through those fears, releasing her second single, Bartier Cardi, in December of 2017. Critics praised her sophomore effort, and the track instantly hit the Billboard Top 10.
I was even gonna put Bartier Cardi out, but I'm just so happy. My record's doing real good because of you guys, and I'm so grateful, and thank you.
Fellow musicians also took notice. Hot on the heels of Bartier Cardi, A-list star Bruno Mars invited her to collaborate on a remix of his retro hip-hop single, Finesse. It was yet another breakthrough for the rising star.
Somebody hit me up, and they said that he wants to collab with me, and it's like, he want to collaborate with me? And we actually got in the studio, and we did.
Just a month after the track dropped in January 2018, Cardi and Bruno performed Finesse live on the Grammy Awards and announced that Cardi would be joining Mars on tour that summer. The magnitude of landing a spot on her first stadium tour and the boost it would give her career was not lost on Cardi.
I was just so nervous. I was freaking out, especially because I know that Bruno Mars, he's a perfectionist, and we did rehearsals every single day for like a whole week. I did not want to mess up because I do not want to disappoint this man.
They have this great hit, Finesse, this great collaboration, and she has what appears to be a visible baby bump. Rumors start flying.
Why is people talking about me? I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, I feel like I have no privacy.
Amid the pregnancy rumors, Cardi created even more drama when she announced she was firing her manager, Leonard Shaft Raphael, and signing with Offset's management team.
Cardi had a deal with Shaft where he was both her manager and getting money on the record label side.
There were some discrepancies about payments, so these guys betrayed Cardi.
Shaft's argument is essentially, I made you. I don't care that you're a superstar now. You signed, this is the deal. You know, you can't get out of it just because you feel like it. And her argument is essentially, you've been cheating me this whole time. You're taking a whole ton of my money all around, even for stuff you're not doing. Let me out of this thing.
While the court battle with her former manager was playing out, Cardi refused to stand still, releasing her first studio album, Invasion of Privacy, in April of 2018.
It's certified gold literally the day it comes out.
It was a huge achievement for Cardi, and Offset made sure to celebrate that triumph in a particularly touching way.
I just got surprised with my whole family and Felipe. And I can't believe that Offset flew in my niece, my cousin, my grandma, my grandfather, my aunt from the Dominican Republic. Thank you so much.
Cardi achieved another huge milestone that same month.
I'm about to perform Saturday Night Live. Doing 2 performances. Tune in, I'm finna go on.
It's there that she announces her pregnancy to the world.
Cardi B was really scared it would hurt her career. And I think most women celebrities feel that way. Most people are afraid that if you take any maternity leave, that people will forget about you.
The thing that I hated the most, that it was mostly women talking about, I feel sorry for her career is over.
It's a fast-moving business. You know, you stop for a day, you stop for a week, and fans can move on. Cardi was aware of that.
Coming up, Private Pain.
It makes producing creative material impossible.
Shocking disappointment.
The old Cardi wouldn't pull that. Like, her work ethic is insane.
And later, Cardi B, fashion mogul.
I'm feeling good, I'm feeling nervous, overwhelmed, everything. I feel it all, butterfly in my stomach and vagina.
In 3 short years, Cardi B had gone from stripper to reality TV star to world-famous rapper. By 2018, 25-year-old Cardi B was dominating the charts and pop culture with a string of hits, including her first studio album, Invasion of Privacy.
Everybody that's enjoying Invasion of Privacy right now, thank you so much.
And her fun, retro collaboration with superstar Bruno Mars, Finesse.
She's just this superstar celebrity that has tons of people that look up to her.
In April of 2018, Time magazine named Mama-to-be Cardi B to their list of the 100 most influential people in the world. It would have been a very big deal for just about anyone. But for a girl from the Bronx who blazed the trail to stardom doing it entirely her own way, it was everything.
She really did it all by herself. It was amazing to witness.
As Cardi's career was soaring, the rap star got ready to welcome her first child with rapper Offset at an extravagant baby shower. Cardi used the shower to share some news with family and friends. She wasn't just engaged to Offset. The couple had quietly and privately tied the knot the previous fall.
We went to the courthouse in Atlanta. We got our papers, and then we got somebody to marry us in his bedroom when my cousin recorded it.
It was something they wanted to do for them, and so that's why it was private.
I feel like I give people a lot, and it's like people still want more. I have people harassing me, stalking me. Certain things, it's just like, I want it for me. Let me have certain things for me. 2 days I got this big.
On July 10th, 2018, Cardi B announced the birth of daughter Culture Kiari Cephas on Instagram and shared some stories from the parenting trenches.
I met my match. She is very demanding. Like, I can't believe I have a boss. Like, I really have a boss. It's like when my baby want to eat, she want to eat.
She's such a great mother, such a loving mother, such an engaged and attentive mother.
But it turned out motherhood wasn't all sassy quips and one-liners. And Cardi later opened up about her struggles with postpartum depression.
Out of nowhere, you just start feeling so vulnerable and sad and so overprotective, and you just need like a lot of love and hugs, and you don't feel like you look the same.
When someone is going through postpartum, they are depressed, and it can really just throw you off. It makes producing creative material impossible. It makes oftentimes functioning in general incredibly difficult, if not impossible.
The unstoppable Cardi B had finally met her match in postpartum depression, and the rapper announced she was pulling out of the once-in-a-career opportunity to join Bruno Mars for the final leg of his 24-karat gold tour in the summer of 2018.
It made me so sad, and it was such a hard decision. I want to be with my baby every second. My body is extremely weak right now, and my mind is so weird. How you say it? Postpartum? It's real.
The old Cardi wouldn't pull that out. She's gonna get that money. She's gonna go and work. You know, the work ethic is insane. So, you know, seeing her pull out of the tour because of her concerns definitely showed a lot of growth.
Motherhood also seemed to activate Cardi's desire to take care of her own mother.
She always talked about wanting to buy her mother a home. Again, it goes back to her sense of appreciation for, you know, her journey and where her life was and where it is today.
Cardi shared the achievement of that goal in an Instagram post on November 19th, 2018.
I waited till I could afford my dream home. Then, like, you know, when my daughter visits her grandma's house, she's gonna come here, home with friends, Thanksgiving, everything. So happy.
That moment where she bought that home for her mom is something that she was incredibly proud of. It's something that meant so much to her.
Family is my peace of mind. I love my family.
I remember her just wanting her mother to, you know, come in and see the house and to accept it as this token of appreciation and love. So that was a very special moment for Cardi.
But in the midst of Cardi's joy and success, a dark cloud was growing.
There have been cheating rumors kind of dogging them for a long time. Some texts between a woman who's not Cardi and Offset. Offset has denied it.
In December 2018, after 15 months of marriage, Cardi took to Instagram to share a painful message with her fans.
Me and my baby father, we not like on the right page right now. This is what happens, I guess, when turns sour in a relationship. Even though I'm hurt, I don't want nobody talking crazy about my baby father neither. And I'm a little upset, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just been a very long, it's about to be 2 weeks. And I'm so tired of the bullshit.
Cardi slowly returned to performing. And a few weeks later, Offset tried to win his wife back with a very public display of affection.
At the Rolling Loud Festival in 2018, Offset actually interrupts Cardi's set to kind of beg for her forgiveness.
I just want to tell you I'm sorry, bro. In person, in front of the world, I love you. Whatever I gotta do to show you, bro. I'm here. I don't give a fuck about nobody right now. I love you, bro.
It really did not go over well in the public.
In a move that was vintage Cardi, the rapper took to Instagram to defend her disloyal husband.
Some people feel a certain type of way because of the drama that I have with Austin. However, that's my husband and that's my child's father. My daughter loves her dad. So I know she will fight for her dad, but she can't because she's a baby. So I will fight for her dad. Nobody can talk no crazy shit about my baby father. Nobody.
But there were even more surprises in store for the hip-hop queen. Coming up, Grammy upsets.
During her speech, she was just completely shocked and in tears.
And Cardi gets political.
When you have kids, like the one my age, 2 years old, your schedule never go as planned. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling me?
As rumors continue to swirl about Cardi B and Offset's marital status, in 2019, the fearless rapper proved that her talent couldn't be contained to just music when she appeared in the Jennifer Lopez blockbuster, Hustlers.
Jennifer Lopez is working on the movie Hustlers, and she needs to learn how to pole dance. And so who does she call? She calls Cardi B.
I knew nothing really about the world. I was like, you know more about this than I do. You can help me.
When I heard she was gonna be in Hustlers, I was amped. When she dropped in, it was like, oh, now she's making it her own. Come on, bitch, let's do this scene. You know what I mean? Like, it was really fun. And I saw her put Cardi into the role, which is what people really want to see.
While Cardi was helping J-Lo, she got a masterclass in acting.
It was pretty cool, but just being on the set and just seeing like how natural these girls are, like at acting, it's just like the little things that it's like they doing, it's like, oh snap, it just looks so cool to me.
That same year, Cardi's first studio album, Invasion of Privacy, received an astounding 5 Grammy nominations. The album went on to win Best Rap Album, and Cardi's dreams of music industry success were finally and fully realized.
Oh my God. Babe, I can't breathe.
During her speech, she was just completely shocked and in tears.
I want to keep on saying thank you so much, everybody. Every award is special to me. Every award goes to my mother's house.
In May of 2019, Cardi's mom had to clear a few more shelves when the rapper took home a staggering 6 Billboard Music Awards.
I won 6 Billboard Awards and I had mad fun.
Even with a room full of awards, Cardi was still looking for ways to grow her brand. In November of 2019, Cardi partnered with fast fashion brand Fashion Nova to design and launch her own clothing line.
My fashion line, it looks very high-end and very affordable for your pocket. I want women to look very nice, very clean, very classy, and an affordable price.
Cardi's business savvy and passion for fashion made the collaboration a slam dunk. And like most things Cardi touched, it turned to gold.
It's just absolutely huge. I think she made $1 million in a day.
Cardi's collab put her on the mainstream fashion radar, and she was invited to attend the holy grail of fashion events, the Met Gala.
With my dress, I wanted to do something exaggerated, but not costume.
The former stripper from the Bronx was now regularly rubbing shoulders with the world's fashion elite. And in December of 2019, Cardi B made history again by becoming the first female rapper ever featured on the cover of Vogue magazine. She was also honored at the Vogue Forces of Fashion conference.
I worked so hard to come to these levels, to be able to get on these shows. It's something that you gotta prove. And I feel like it took years for me to prove it. And it's like I finally am where I want to be.
At the event, Vogue legend, editor-in-chief Anna Wintour confessed that she was firmly on Team Cardi.
I had not seen her look as chic or as original beforehand, so I have completely rethought my opinion of Cardi B's style. She rocks.
That endorsement was not lost on Cardi.
I couldn't believe it, girl. I couldn't contain myself, but I kept it together.
What did you talk about?
Stuff.
But it was 2020 that would prove to be the year Cardi really flexed her muscles, putting her influence, power, and uncensored mouth to work. calling out what she saw as political injustice.
I love Cardi's enthusiasm for politics. I love that she makes politics relatable for people.
In the spring of 2020, Elle magazine asked Cardi to interview presidential nominee Joe Biden, and their exchange instantly went viral.
There's no after-school programs a lot anymore in my hood. Why?
Because people don't want to pay the taxes for it.
The thing about a Cardi conversation with any political candidate is that you know it's gonna be raw. You know it's just gonna cut to the heart of whatever it is that is on her mind, which usually is what is on everyone's mind, but Cardi's the person who's just gonna articulate it.
In August, Cardi showed that she wasn't only flexing her political muscles, she was also in the studio with Megan Thee Stallion. Their collab track WAP instantly shot to #1 on the Billboard Top 100 chart and created a media firestorm with its X-rated lyrics and sexually explicit video.
I really wanted a very, very nasty song. I have done nasty records, but this record is so nasty.
I love WAP. It is a fantastic song.
I didn't thought that like this song was gonna be so controversial. I think it's because we're in a point of time that everything gets so magnified because of the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's why somebody was like, oh my God, it's so not classy. Oh my God, this song is vulgar. But to me, it was just so regular. You know, I'm a freaky bitch as well. Y'all know I'm a freaking nasty bitch.
While the controversy over WAP continued to swirl, Cardi quietly set about the business of filing for divorce from Offset.
The reason of my divorce is not because of cheating. I got tired of not seeing things eye to eye.
But just a few weeks later, in October of 2020, it appeared that Cardi and Offset had reconciled when the singer posted photos from her 28th birthday celebration kissing her husband.
A lot of the time, celebrity women go back to someone who is familiar, who is in their inner circle and their bubble, that there's almost a mentality of, it's better to be with the devil I know than the devil I don't know.
I'm just a crazy bitch. One day I'm happy, the next day I want to beat up. It's hard not to talk to your best friend. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard not to talk to your best friend.
After a rough month dealing with marital woes and heat over WAP, fans and critics alike rallied around the rapper. And in December of 2020, Cardi B was named Billboard's Woman of the Year.
Yes, I am a Woman of the Year. And for you crybabies like, but she only got one song. Yeah, I got that song, bitch. You know, the one that sold the most, the one that streamed the most.
And finally, after a 2-year court battle with former manager Shaft, both lawsuits were dismissed. Cardi B carved her own unique path to stardom, proving that no matter how humble your beginnings, success can be achieved with hard work, determination, and a little Cardi magic.
This is not easy. My career was not given to me.
With movie roles and television projects she is slated to produce ready to start production, Cardi B continues to hustle and push her brand, always finding new ways to express her authentic self.
There's very few people that I've met in this industry that have her character. I definitely always thought she was special, and I think she's going to continue to do great things.
I think what resonates with Cardi is that she represents every woman, every artist, everybody with a dream.
We talking about a girl that came from the bottom floor who is an absolute superstar. She can do whatever she wants to do.
I feel like I can accomplish everything and anything. So it's just like whatever that I can set my mind to do, I could do it.